Doesn't the intro to the Animal Crossing theme always sound like you're making the noise with your mouth? Is that me, or is that just me? I think that is just me, to be completely honest with you. But oh my god, today is the day. Today is a D&D day. It has been such a long time. What the fuck is up with Smegma Play? What the fuck? I'm looking at my Twitter. I follow like 250 plus like hentai and porn artists and stuff like that, and I just turned it on, and there's like I guess there's a Japanese guy that I follow who's into Smegma Play, so that's very wonderful. What the fuck? Uh, but oh my great, you know what was funny? I hardly ever talk about like Nintendo games, wherever it may be. I'm always talking about Genshin and whatever it is. I can definitely tell you this Genshin update is a little disappointing. They didn't do anything more than from the CBD, if I'm not mistaken, from the fucking not the, or is it the CDB? The fuck is it called? They haven't done anything since the beta for this specific update. Dotted shark. Oh my god. You gotta keep my hair okay, because I spent $200 on it. No. As I was saying, with that Nintendo Direct that came out, I watched it, right? I watched it. I missed the Pyra thing. I think the coolest thing from there was the triangle defense, offense, or game, which I think there's already a, let's see. There was a, is it here? Chun-Li and Ryu, what the fuck? There is a, yeah, Project Triangle debut. Yeah, so there's a demo for this game, right? I haven't tried it. I do definitely want to try it because it looks really, really fucking good. It reminds me of that Square Enix game that came out. God, what was it called? I don't even remember the name of it. I'm trying to think of it. I don't remember it. It's not Bravely Default. It also had like the same sprite style, but it was a PC game, right? And then it came out on the Switch. But oh my god, that game looks so good. I love sprite work. I love that isometric tactical RPG games. I really, really liked Final Fantasy Tactics, and I really like, well, Final Fantasy Tactics 2 is kind of crazy, to be a little bit honest with you. There was so much content in there, I felt overwhelmed, but that's fantastic. I think that's a good thing. The Final Fantasy Tactics series, playthroughs on my channel, I think are probably one of the best. One of the things that I'm like super happy with, because I just fucking love that. I love that game. I can remember the boss battle in my head, and I at the end of Final Fantasy Tactics 1, in the intro battle of you learning how to fight via like snowballs and shit, like that was a magnifique, brother, magnifique. Also, I find it funny that the Nintendo Direct, after it got done airing, like Nintendo's stock was like around like $80. It dropped to 70, right? Which is like a pretty significant drop, but not like a crazy drop, I guess you can say. I do find it really hilarious that did happen, right? And I think it's just totally because of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. It didn't get announced. And I think that's like the sole reason why it went down. Which is, I find kind of interesting because, stocks, it's all about feeling. Like, it's all about like what's to come and like everything related to that, there's no like definitive way to say that like, oh, this stock is worth so much because this company is doing well. There's, we can look at the GME, the GameStop has been villainized, have been like pretty much the reputation already bad, thrown in the mud, a piece of shit company that's forcing its workers to work during COVID time, not being able to survive the change with the times, with everything going digital and physical games not being a thing anymore, or starting to not be a thing, because physical games, it's not fucking worth it anymore. Like, it's 100% not fucking worth for a physical game anymore. Everything's fucking downloaded 100%. right? Like it fucking sucks. Or like if not 100%, like 80 to 60, which that fills up your fucking hard drive. Like if you're a fan of the Yakuza series, you can't just plug in the game and play it, right? You have to delete 4 of the games and fucking um you only get to play from 2, right? Because there's 7 Yakuza games, right? Oh, excuse me, there's 8. So like you can't do that. Like if you're a fan of fucking Modern Warfare and you're a fan of Battlefield, you can barely have them on your game. And you're like, oh, you know what? I also play Rainbow Six, right? You definitely can't have those all on your fucking system right now. Like what the fuck is that? I don't understand that. I just really don't. I don't understand why we accept it. I don't understand why it's acceptable. I never really fucking understand that shit. It's fucking annoying. And it's just a terrible inconvenience and you're just wasting bandwidth for fucking nothing. And it annoys the shit out of me, right? And I don't have to deal with this, right? I never really had to deal with this. I always had as many games as I possibly can on my little fucking PlayStation Slim, right? A lot of the games that I played were very small. You know, the Dark Souls games are optimized. They're fucking massive games, but they're pretty optimized, right? They're not more than like 15 gigs or whatever it is, right? But then you get like these fucking Modern Warfares and like it's fucking bloated and I don't understand why it's bloated. And I don't understand, like, as the live service goes on for like the year for that game and they bleed you dry, why the fuck do they don't like compress that shit? You know? Like, why don't they do something regarding it? You could be like, oh well, look, you know, they have all those PNGs, brother. They have all those PNGs. Yeah, no shit, huh? Hey, you working up a big sweat out there, Inderu? Don't forget to stay hydrated. Yeah, the POGs. Yeah, the PNGs should be like fucking not PNGs. How about that? GIF 24, bitch. Use that. Or GIF 16. Some gacha games are fucking massive for no reason. Like you're telling me like One Piece Treasure Cruise, right? They have so many fucking characters. I think they have over like 1,000 characters in One Piece Treasure Cruise. So you're telling me in One Piece Treasure Cruise, that game is like 20 gigs already or something like that. I remember when I was younger and it was like 5 gigs and I was like, what the fuck is that? And it just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And I'm like, holy fuck. Like what even is that, man? Like what the fuck is that? Like I don't understand. It make no sense to me. It make no sense to me. Is this a way to just kind of like bully out the competition? Is that what it is? Because if it is, it's kind of a fucked way to do it. I could personally see people doing that. Like, you know, just make it, you know, like, yeah, just make make their barrel heavier, right? So they don't want to go to anyone else. Like, the fuck is that? I don't know. It is kind of weird seeing people dick ride Nintendo, the way they do. I guess it could be just 100% dick riding, loving Nintendo games and going crazy for them, whatever it may be. You know, I always see people go like, "Oh, baby game, baby game, baby game. Nintendo's just a baby game," um, which is kind of interesting. I do think their motion controls are kind of I think that rolling 3D shit is pretty interesting, but it hasn't really been used in anything other than like I don't even know how to explain it. Like it hasn't been used in anything other like really well except like that porn game. Right? You're like, what are you talking about? It's not porn game. It's like called Kagura or something like that. Where like you could do skinship with these girls in it, right? And like you could actually feel like your hands being held and you could feel like rubbing against a soft thigh type of thing. Like that's the only time it's ever been like used correctly. You know, you have the like, oh, what's in the box? Let's roll it, whoop, 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 and it feels like you're holding a box, right? Hasn't really been done for anything else, and I definitely do think like the fucking wireless nunchuck aspect of the game. I think the Breath of the Wild, puzzles related to taking your controller and turning it left and right are probably the worst thing within that game, and I feel like you could skip a majority of them, right? There's not a lot. They sprinkle them in because I think they know it's fucking bad. Because it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. It's one of the reasons why I don't really like the game too much. I'm invested in the open worldness of it. I understand how to do things. I understand how to fuck with the dragons now. I understand everything related to that. But like when it comes to just like some of these puzzle fucking things, it fucking sucks. Like you purposely have to break the puzzle to like win a majority of them. Um, if you don't want to spend about 5 minutes being an asshole, right? So I don't know. I don't know. Me talking shit about a game from 2017, right? Meant for the Wii U. I wish I got my hands on a Wii U. I remember I was trying to buy one when I was when I had a job, so I could jailbreak that shit, brother. I wanted to have a system that I could put games on. That's what I wanted to do. Very badly. Shit didn't work out. It was around the time everyone was starting to do that. And I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. It was like my friend's brother has one. And he sold it for $100. So he could buy some stupid bullshit, right? Some shit that wasn't gonna last. I'm like, that's so dumb. I was like, what an awful way to use money, huh? But D&D is gonna be happening tomorrow, so I am going to get to sleep to try to fix my sleep schedule. You know, I'm really nervous. I was looking through D&D and I noticed how much like content I had. I feel like I don't have enough, but hey, whatever. My name's Luna. As always, stay frosty.